Flyers TV is sponsored by the Bay Hotel.
Yeah, well, we needed that. That Edinburgh team is always dangerous. You saw how fast a 3-goal lead disappeared there at the start of the second. All credit to the guys. They've been rolling. We got a lot of guys on that haven't necessarily got a lot of ice. It was good to see a goal out of Scooney and the guys enjoying themselves. But with Hull beating Sheffield tonight, and we knew it wasn't going to be an easy run in. It looks like it's going to go right down to the wire. But keep going like we've talked about, winning our games, and then we'll see what happens. But the guys playing well.
Like this time of year, we need 2 points whenever we can take them, and we were able to go get them tonight, and now we gotta get out of here, get some food in us, and be ready to go tomorrow for another 2.
You got the 2 kit men, Stubberun and Killer, at the door there. What's your impressions of them this season?
They're very unprofessional. Pretty much anyone could do what they do, but they're good to have around, I guess. They're good for a laugh every now and then.
They played well, and I think after that first period or that first shift there where we hemmed them in, we took our foot off the gas a little bit, and idiot. And we kind of refocused after about 7 minutes. I think Reber and Lukasevic woke up, and they got that ball rolling, and then Scooney contributed and popped one in, and then it was kind of coasted the rest of the way in, but it was good.
How pleased are you for Josh Scoon to get a goal tonight?
Josh has one of the best attitudes on the team. He has a very hard role. He's a young guy trying to bust into a team that's really, underperformed at the start of the season. It was tough for him to get a spot in the lineup, and we've been on quite a run lately, and we haven't made a lot of changes to our lineup. But he's a coachable guy. He comes with a smile on his face every week, and he stands there and he cheers his teammates on. So, not only me, but I know all his teammates were delighted for him too. He deserves it. And I thought when he was out there tonight, he worked his ass off and played well.
Was it pleasing for you as a teammate to see Josh Scoon get a goal tonight?
Yeah, you love to see a guy like Scooney who, he works hard every day in practice, and he doesn't get rewarded as much on the ice as with ice time or with points as he probably should. And so for him to find the back of the net tonight was pretty exciting.
Tonight you got man of the match and a hat trick as well. How delighted are you with those?
Well, yeah, it's good if I can score some goals and help the team out. A lot of it has to do with great plays that guys made to find me back door. So like I said, I think anyone probably could have scored those as well. But luckily I was on the receiving end of them tonight, and hopefully we'll keep going tomorrow.
How impressive has Matt Reber been these last few weeks? Obviously getting man of the match tonight and a hat trick as well.
I think he's finally starting to figure out the UK game. I think maybe in his previous life and teams that he was, he played just a role, and he had it in his mind that he was a setup man, true and true. But he's figured out the UK game, and that we need our imports to log extreme amounts of minutes. And we need them to do a little bit of everything out there. We don't have bit players, so you kind of need an all-rounded game. So Matt's finally figured out that he needs to shoot the puck, and he's reaping the rewards from it.
Todd said that you've maybe adjusted more to the UK game. You've kind of figured out the last few weeks. Would you agree with that? Yeah,
it's definitely a different style of play here, especially with the bigger ice surfaces, and definitely seeing a little more ice time than I'm used to back home. And so it took a little while. I felt a little bit of a lull there around November, December, but since then, I think you've seen the team play much better since then, and I've gotten to be a part of it.
And we were 3-0 up, but they kind of pegged us back to 3-2. Were you worried at that point?
Not worried. They're just playing for pride at this point. They want to play spoiler, and good for them for battling back and showing that sort of grit. But we knew that we had to respond, and we were able to do that with a couple quick goals. And then from there, I felt like we were in control of the game.
And how confident are you of getting the 2 points in Nottingham tomorrow?
It's going to be difficult. They had a heavy loss, I believe, to Braehead tonight. And there's a lot of pride in that organisation and that team. I mean, you look at that team on paper, they're always dangerous. So it's never easy going into Nottingham. But we every team we faced, even Belfast this last 6 weeks or whatever, we played very well against. So all we can do is keep going, play our game, and go quietly confident to that game that we can produce the goods and get the points.
What's the feeling? What's the confidence like going into Nottingham tomorrow?
Feel good. I think redemption's on our mind. I know last time we went down there, we were outplayed pretty much the whole game, and so it's going to be a battle, and I think we're ready for it.
Yeah, Todd, just these last few weeks, how much satisfaction and how much enjoyment are you getting out of coaching the guys these last few weeks?
Well, I had mentioned there, all of a sudden you don't have a lot to do. You just come in here, you make up your practice plan. We make just small tweaks now. The guys go out there, they work their ass off, and they win hockey games. And then we come in here, and we don't have to put out any fires. No big issues to take care of. And I always think that anything little going on when you're losing hockey games becomes a big issue, but when you're winning, everything just rolls off your shoulders. So yeah, extreme satisfaction. It's nice to come in and see everybody smiling. The place isn't doom and gloom. A lot of positivity surrounding the club as well, and there've been great crowds, great atmospheres in the building, and it's been really enjoyable.